Can you see it? Are they backwards? I can never remember sometimes. I think these are backwards, but y'all could probably read backwards. Easy and beautiful. The wind just blew these down. Yeah, Instagram turns them around. It's easy and beautiful. I have these on my bookcase right here next to me, and often the wind will just blow them down. And they're great messages to be receiving. So, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Aloha, aloha. Let's take a moment and take a deep breath together. You can place your hands in heart center and feel your life force energy activate in between your palms. Feel the light of the cosmos, the light of the universe there within you, between your palms, flowing from and into your heart. And with every heartbeat, your life force energy increases and expands and strengthens and fortifies. And with every breath out, every exhalation, relaxing more, creating more space to receive all of the goodness, the abundance, the miracles, and the magic of the earth and the solar system and the Milky Way galaxy and the whole universe, the whole multiverse, all that is. Open your eyes now. Be here now. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. July 31st, 2022. How are you feeling? How is the energy for you? It is very strong right now. We are in this transit. For those of you who don't know me, I often forget to introduce myself on Instagram Live, so I'll just do that. My name is Taylor Norris, and I'm the creator, I can't even talk. I'm the creator of Flower of Healing Reiki, unifying holistic health and spiritual awakening. And the Flower of Healing is a type of Reiki energy that is new, and it's interdimensional, it's multidimensional. I'm learning more and more. Aloha. Namaste. I appreciate everyone so much being here. And I appreciate everyone so much for the light. We are all sharing the higher consciousness. We are all sharing. And my confidence in how powerful each of us contributing in that way is, it just grows and grows every day. I'm like astounded and so grateful to be a part of that light. And increasingly, so we have this transit I've talked about, and like everyone who's an astrologer is talking about this, Mars, Uranus, North Node of the Moon, all coming together in Taurus. And it's really intense today. It'll be exact tomorrow. I'm not sure the exact time, but it's like in these 2 days that it's like really strong, and then it's going to be with us all through August. And it's one of these like moments of quantum game change. Like there's like before and then there's after. And it's exciting. It's so very exciting, this this energy and this activation. And I think the soul, the conscious soul evolution that's gonna deepen and expand for those of us who are already on this journey, just going to new heights and new levels of incredibleness, and really inviting in so many others who may not be on a spiritual journey yet, or on a conscious evolutionary path, of everyone's choosing, right? I'm not telling you how to do it. Just do it. And I celebrate all the different, unique, diverse ways that we do it. It's so wonderful that so many different paths, they're wonderful and beautiful. So welcome, everyone. I really appreciate you. I appreciate your light. And this is totally spontaneous, unplanned to come here today, but that's Mars Uranus, baby. They're like, oh, there's a plan. Yeah, you can do that plan, but why don't you wake up a little earlier and do this plan too? So that's what I'm here sharing, because this morning I had a phenomenal Reiki session. It's kind of been like that every day, where every day, every night, I continue to be like blown open further and further to new levels. And this morning I was really seeing this interdimensional, multidimensional aspect of flower of healing energy. Because some of you might know about the flower of life, like this is the sacred geometry of the universe and all life. All life, all creation, all the different fractals of creation. And, it's come to my awareness that I had some ancestral work to be doing, thanks to another very talented, amazing practitioner I'm working with. And it's so interesting to receive that message of doing ancestral work. But you see, the kind of ancestral work that I've been guided to do is maybe a less normal kind than what you might first expect when you hear those words, ancestral healing or ancestral work. I've been learning about Galactic Astrology lately, and this has been absolutely mind-blowing. And what came through this morning when I laid down on that couch right back there was that I needed to create a Galactic Ancestry Reiki Journey technique. So that's what happened. And it's a phenomenal technique. What happened was so powerful. What happens? Let me just explain, I guess, what that even means. Galactic astrology is looking at the natal birth chart, and looking at the fixed stars in the solar system, in the beyond, like the ones we know about. There are many different ones, and they're from other galaxies, this galaxy, just all over. Clues we can find about which planets, because in your birth chart you have like the sun, you have Mercury, you have all the planets in our solar system in particular places in the houses of the natal chart, and in particular signs as well, which gives you so much information about your psyche, your spiritual destiny, your soul intentions, your life path, how your mind works. I mean, the amount of information is truly infinite. And so looking at galactic astrology, you see if any of those planets are together with, opposite, or making any kind of aspects with the fixed stars. And in doing so, people have been studying this very intensively for years. They've been finding that has to do with like past lives, or you could think simultaneous lives or future lives, very strong soul connections to these various planets. And this whole area of astrology was born out of actually doing past life regressions. So It's amazing. It's really, really amazing. And I've been learning more about this and looking at it myself. And when I received the feedback to do the ancestral healing, I was like, well, those are the ancestors I need to connect with right now. And we're having this super cosmic transit, which is all about that, which is all about the earth taking its rightful, beautiful, blessed place, humanity within the earth, accepting that we are part of a solar system and a galaxy and a universe that exists and is all connected to each other. So, these are the ancestors I was drawn to connect with. And in the technique that came through, it's using a Reiki journey technique, which is a shamanic journey that uses Reiki energy. In other shamanic techniques, you use a drum to help people tune in, or you use a rattle, or you use plant medicines, for example, singing, songs, ikaros, various different techniques for these types of journeys. Yoga Nidra even is a type of shamanic journey, I've come to realize. And so this Reiki journey channeled through that's taking the person, the soul, through into a spiritual location where they're able to connect with their specific galactic ancestors as enumerated in the Galactic Astrology Report. So you don't even have to guess what they are. You can find them and be very specific. And so that's what I did. I called in the various star systems, and it gives like what system it's from and then what specific star. So, you know, I invited in the highest frequency, the highest possible expression of each of those star systems and stars, and the energies and frequencies associated with them, and then received them and exchanged with them too. And what was so cool, y'all, I'm clairvoyant, so I see a lot of stuff. I see visions, like when I'm receiving Reiki or giving Reiki. And what I was seeing was actually the flower of life, that sacred geometry. I don't have a picture of it, or else I'd show you. But I saw the flower of life actually going through my body, through the central channel of my physical body. I saw it. I saw different things, like energies going this way and then this way through each of the chakras, and then being spun. And it was like all over my body in different parts, this happening. And so, I mean, I felt better than I've ever felt, you know, and I feel pretty good like all the time. So this was next level. What also happened that was very interesting is, if you're familiar with like, you know, really seeing, I saw like my energy field being added to. It was like a whole structure that was being added there around me. So it was like me in this orb of light, and we each have an energy field that's, you know, shaped. You can basically understand it to be kind of oval, or like, you know, around your body, right? But this was actually empowering this sacred geometry of like orbs. It kind of looked like molecules or something, like big spheres going out in front, to the sides, up and down. And then like that being a Merkaba, like a specific structure of support and energetic fortification, actually those higher frequencies being right there with me. And I was like, we all need this, you know? We all need everything we can in terms of in our light bodies, in our energy fields, in our biofields, the fortification, the structure there in place so that the access to the higher frequencies, the access to the higher energies, the access to, the wisdom, the gifts, the skills, the talents, all of this higher dimensional knowledge being present and accessible to our human bodies. So this is what came through. Welcome everyone who's here and joining. I appreciate all of you so much. I'm so grateful for everyone who's, tuning into themselves right now, tuning into the true nature of reality, of existence, and sending love and gratitude out, as far as we can, because this has such a dramatic, positive impact on this planet and far beyond. It's incredible. So that brings me to my real, announcement here that I'm doing a couple different kinds of new Reiki sessions. I keep adding new ones all the time because these new things come in. So recently I added a Soul Purpose session that's actually, it's taking the best of Reiki, so universal life force energy that releases and heals that which needs to be released and healed, and also reveals your authentic self and empowers you in your authentic self, in your true nature, to fulfill your life purpose and your soul purpose. So these soul purpose sessions use a specific Reiki energy technique to empower your soul purpose and to receive information about what exactly that is, clarifying it, crystallizing it, revealing the exact nature of that, and empowering it. So not just, oh, I'm aware that I am here to do XYZ, but like igniting that, like, baby, let's go, let's do it, let's get it started, right? What's that next step? What are the next 3-4 steps? Having that energy and that centeredness so that, the momentum can be there, and the peacefulness of just like, that's what I need to focus on, and all this other stuff is just noise. Not my reality. My reality is this, is my soul purpose. And so that would be plenty. However, what I'm adding in these sessions is Soul Purpose Evolutionary Astrology. So there are specific points in the natal birth chart that I can look at in aspects, examining what exactly is your soul purpose, having more language, receiving more clues about specifically what that is. And what I'm finding in these sessions and in this work is that they match. Whatever the guidance and the intuitive messages coming in during the Reiki part of the session matches all of the information coming in the natal chart interpretation. Aloha, everyone. Welcome. We're talking about energy and soul purpose. Do you know your soul purpose? What are you here to do? If you want to share, I'd love to hear what that is. So I'm being really empowered right now to support others in discovering and empowering and energizing their soul purpose, why you're here, your life purpose, your deepest soul intentions for this lifetime. It's a little different for each of us, and that's what's so awesome. We can be unified in our authentic diversity. So the soul purpose sessions, you can learn more about those on my website, taylornorrisreiki.com. And then the other type of session that I'm offering, which is so like, yeah, let's go, is this Galactic Ancestry Reiki Journey, a shamanic journey using Reiki energy, inviting in the highest expression of these of your multidimensional self. Because if, obviously if this resonates, let it be truth for you, see how it feels. But it is my understanding that we are each multidimensional. We are multidimensional, and this technique reveals and empowers the multidimensional self. And it gives you direct access. You're able to receive multi-dimensional support. And this is as relevant as anything else. Right? This can result in, very like here and now amazing healing, amazing healing, amazing releasing, amazing empowerment of gifts, talents, skills, abilities, capacities, blessings, miracles, pure light, magic, infinite possibilities, calling in and receiving this type of support. So that's what you get in the Galactic Ancestry Reiki Journey, is revealing and empowering your multidimensional self and receiving all of the multidimensional support that's available to you, because we all have a lot. It's not like, oh, some people have a lot and others do not. No, we all have a lot. And it's amazing. So that is there, and each one is customized. So the Soul Purpose is completely customized to your birth chart and all of the information contained in that. And the Galactic Ancestry Reiki Journey is customized to your Galactic Astrology Report, which I share with you, and you will get a copy of when you book one of these sessions. And I'm doing a special, by the way, for the first 10 people who book these. You get a really good donation rate for it. So they're as inexpensive now as they're ever gonna be. So if you're feeling curious about your multidimensional self, about your galactic ancestry, if you're feeling curious and wanting support with your soul purpose, and you want to give this a try, now is the time to do that. TaylorNorrisReiki.com. If you're looking for your best, Taurus is practical and likes a bargain, well, now's the time. So it's never going to be, more affordable than it is right now. So definitely check it out. Those are on my website. And yeah, I really hope y'all are enjoying this transit and everything that's available to us. I mean, this whole month is epic. We've got Lionsgate Portal coming 8/8. This is an amazing time to be doing this kind of work. One could say that we're being asked, we're being invited to do this work. We are being invited to get crystal clear on each of our soul purposes, on each of our life purposes, and to invite in and receive the full embodied presence of all of our gifts, all of our skills, all of our talents, our abilities, our capacities, and to share them in the ways that we each can. We each really can, and we can each make an enormous difference here. Even if it seems small, it's not. It's really not. Everything each of us is doing right now carries so much weight and power. And I mean weight in a good way, like in a powerful, empowering way. Each of our thoughts matters. Each of our words, our communications matters. Each of our actions matters so much. And bringing more consciousness to each of these aspects of human life is where the juice is. It's where the gold is where this conscious evolution of humanity for the empowerment and betterment and highest good, true highest good of all. So for each of us, we have this choice, create your reality, or your reality will be handed to you by someone else. Empower your own inner truth, or your truth will be handed to you by someone else. And what I tend to find is that, each of our authentic truth is a lot nicer and lot more empowering than the truth that may be offered by someone else. And the reality that's coming from within, the authentic reality, the pure reality, is a lot nicer and more empowering than any kind of reality that might be offered from an external source. So just something to think about. What I'm finding increasingly with all of my Reiki sessions, my events, my personal practice, for my own spiritual journey, and my exploration and engagement with my own astrology and the astrology of others, is that, y'all, this is the key right here. Upgrade your frequency. Upgrade your frequency. And when you do that, as you do that, you upgrade your reality. And I mean all of it. I mean everything in your reality upgrades. And this is the way to live life from the inside out. As one of my favorite astrologers, Pam Gregory, says, living life from the inside out, choosing your state of mind, choosing your state of being, choosing your frequency, and allowing the external reality to match that consciously, because it is already going to match that, even if you're not consciously choosing, your state of being. But to consciously bring love and awareness and peace and harmony and integrity and truth and abundance and joy and gratitude in this inner place, guess what happens? Everything outside of you is shifting and rearranging around you to reflect that internal state of being. And that's how it's done. And that's how we're being asked, in my understanding, in my resonance, is that we're being asked to really have our mastery of that and continue to allow this experience, this human experience here on earth, to just be better and better and sweeter and more abundant and more beautiful and more loving and more peaceful for everyone and everything, the totality of earth and far, far beyond. Because everything that humanity and the earth is involved in here and now is having massive ripple effect out far, far, far beyond. And that's phenomenal. And that's why we're all here. We're here to be a part of this exciting time. So you can look at it as a time of chaos and destruction and everything else, or you can look at it as a time that is so empowering, is so exciting, is so groundbreaking, is so infinitely rich with possibilities in the highest possible timeline humanity has ever seen on Earth in terms of its own consciousness and being in unification and being in communion with the Earth as a planet and everything else that exists. All right, friends. I appreciate all of you. If you're resonating, I invite you to discover my door's about to slam. Sorry if you heard that. The wind is really strong here. The winds of change are here. The cosmic winds of change. If you're resonating, please feel free to reach out, DM me, comment, and visit my website, taylornorrisreiki.com. There's a lot of different kinds of sessions there. There's also an upcoming Flower of Healing event. The Sattva technique is happening later this week on Thursday. Sattva, I'll come back and do another live on it, but it's very powerful, this technique as well. This technique is a Reiki journey, Reiki invocation that takes you to the lake of Sattva. And if you're familiar with what Sattva is, or you've heard the word Sattvic is often associated with food, said to be a Sattvic diet, for example. And Sattva has to do with balance, with truth, with purity, with clarity, with peace, with balance, with harmony. I think we can all say that we all need that. So this is a very powerful technique for that. And like I said, I'll come back on here and talk more about that. But if you're feeling like you need crystal clear clarity, discernment, that third eye completely open, the whole energy field, the whole body, the whole biofield in perfect balance, if that's something you're needing, clarity and balance, then definitely check out the event on my website on the events tab, Flower of Healing Sattva Technique, and let me know if you have any questions. Aloha, everyone. I'm just signing off, but definitely go back and watch this. It'll be on my IGTV, Taylor Norris Reiki, and I'll also upload it onto YouTube. I have a YouTube channel there, Taylor Norris Reiki on YouTube. I just uploaded to a Leo new moon invocation. Y'all, that it was so powerful. It was so powerful. I actually got really choked up when I was giving it too, because I got so emotional, like channeling about the amount of support we have right now. The amount of cosmic support we have right now is astounding. And it's really a matter of opening to it. And those of us who are being directly guided by it to reach the invisible and bring it into form. Bring the invisible into form, because this stuff is phenomenal and our support is so amazing. So definitely check out my YouTube channel and you can receive a beautiful Reiki invocation that's perfect for these energies that we're in right now, this transit we're in right now. And I look forward to connecting with you more. Lots of love to all of you. I appreciate you being here, B, and everyone who's watching live or later on. Aho, amen, namaste, and so it is, mahalo. I open the circle in unconditional love.